Well guys, we're gonna take this Detroit for a run. Finally got time to finish it up. Raise this clamp up a little bit more. So I don't drag going over the railroad tracks. Had to find a coolant level sensor for it. I had a hard time finding that because of Detroit was saying it was not their responsibility, and then Sunny D, they didn't know what they put in it, so I finally found a 2-wire level sensor to stick in it and wired it, and got the amber light to finally turn off the low coolant level. Boy, and after you go through and spend this kind of money and time on one of these, you want to make sure that kind of stuff's working, so that don't come back on you, or if they do run it out of water, that that was working. Saturday for a bunch of air conditioning jobs, and I don't think I'm going to worry about them today. I think they'll be just fine without their air conditioners today. More than likely, I would think they'd be using their heater. Things are kind of noisy in the cab. It's just an all metal cab. There ain't really much sound dampening in them, really. Rattling you hear, the doors, they slide and close. Looks like half the country shut down over this coronavirus panic, and I don't know, so far it hasn't affected this too much. The speedo don't work very good. We're doing about 75, 70, yeah, we're doing about 60 right now. This road here, when it gets real cold, it freezes real hard like it did last night. This road will heave up on you, and it's rougher than hell. So the jakes don't work on it. Everything under the valve cover works. There's a wiring switch problem. He said he didn't care about that because they only go from out here to Round Valley, which is on a dirt road. They don't go, he said they never even go this fast probably. So he said he wasn't worried about it. injector cup. Gonna have to pull the head off of it. This road here is a little smoother. Get underneath this thing and look at it. Something don't feel right underneath there. Well, engine's running great. Don't know how long the rear end's gonna last. We're gonna nurse this thing back to the shop. I don't know, man. I think I got it neutral there and I went back and forth with that drive line, and there's a lot of slop in that rear end. A lot of slop. This thing's a disaster. We're gonna have so much damn money into this thing. Well, you go buy one of these new, and I think they're about $250,000. So, like he said, if you put $20,000 into this one, he's way ahead. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to take it easy on the way back and see if I can nurse her back. I don't think the rear end's going in it. What I think. Yeah, it's thumping. Let me open this door here, see if I can hear it. Yeah, I think the rear end's going in it. Something sure is rough. I can make that drive line between the ring and pinion there. I can turn that almost three quarters of a revolution for it catch. So it's probably got a bunch of backlash there and knocked the tooth off the ring gear. And that's probably what we're feeling. engine. I'm gonna go to the shop, pull the fill plug, see if I can see if there's much of metal in the oil, see if I can see any big pieces sticking to the magnetic plug on it. I got a feeling the rear end's screwed up in it. God, this thing's pretty much, we got the engine all together, and you know how screwed up that was, and they didn't get the air cleaner in it right. So I mean, the intake pipe coming from the air cleaner going to the turbo had dust in it that thick, so you know that's where all the dirt came from. So we put a new air cleaner and a new seal in the top of the air cleaner, got it sealed up right, and then blew all them hoses, washed that charge air cooler out with water, blew it out, cleaned all the charge air cooler lines, we got it together. The damn oil pressure sending unit was bad. I had to put my laptop on it, and I had good oil pressure on my oil pressure sensor, but I didn't have, it was pegging the gauge here. And so I put a new oil pressure sending unit in, and got that fixed. That was bad. And then the coolant level sensor was, they broke it off, so I rewired that and got a coolant level sensor for that. And then I got it together, and I road tested it out there just a little ways the other day. And then I had a damn coolant leak on one hose, and the only hose I didn't change, damn it, inch and three quarter silicone radiator hose. So we did that this morning. We dumped the water back out of it and drained the water and put the hose on. So now here I am, and now the goddamn rear end's gone to hell on it. Medicine Lake. That's where Tom was the other day when his rear end blew up. Probably sounds about like this one.